Hello and welcome back. Recently I was asked, how do you replace the dust cover on the G43 and K43 models with the milled action housing? And I have made a video that describes the process for the stamped bolt housing or action housing, which is a little bit different from what you see on the rifle with the milled action housing. And before we start taking everything apart here, first we want to make sure that the rifle is safe for handling. So as always, you pull the charging handle back, lock the bolt carrier, make sure the magazine has been removed and there's no round in the chamber, and now we are ready to work on the rifle. First thing we want to do is we want to remove the bolt assembly, and for that we have to turn the safety to non-firing, which is to the right side. Then we press on the button in the back and carefully lift the whole bolt assembly out. The next step will be the disassembly of the bolt assembly. I have made a video about that, so I will keep it brief. Basically, hold on very tightly, push the bolt carrier upwards, release the latch, and carefully take it apart. So this is the milled bolt housing, and in comparison this is the stamped bolt housing. You see there are quite some differences. The milled housing is very smooth on top. The stamped one has a groove here. Also, when you look at the cutouts for the bolt carrier catch, that is very sharp here on the milled housing and very shallow here on the stamped housing. So let's go ahead and remove the sliding dust cover. The sliding dust cover is this little piece here. Let me slide it back and forth. So in order to remove it, we have to turn the bolt housing around, and now we push the dust cover all the way to the back end of the bolt housing. Now you can see it's loose. Now we turn it upside down and just shake it out. That was pretty easy. Now looking at the dust cover here, it's different from the one for the stamped housing, and the difference comes from the fact that this one sits basically inside the bolt housing, while this one is riding on top of it. It's a little different. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs, and when you look at the bolt housing, you see there's 1, 2, 3, down there, 4 cutouts that allow the tabs to line up for dropping in the dust cover. And the installation is actually pretty easy. You keep the bolt housing upside down like I have it here right now. So it's the slotted portion, it's facing towards you. Now you take the dust cover, and you see it has a little tang to the left in the picture, and you engage it such that it goes all the way to the back end of the slot here, and then you just drop it down, and now you wiggle it a little bit, and now you carefully slide it forward, and there it is. That was pretty easy. So let's do that again. For taking it apart, we push it all the way back, then we turn the assembly around, and it drops out. In order to install it, the side with the tang hooks up right here at the end of the slot. Then we just drop it down, wiggle a little bit, shake it, and now it's engaged. It slides forward. Let me shine some light into this. So that's how it works. Now let's reassemble the bolt and the bolt housing. First we take the recoil spring assembly, insert it into the bolt, and then the other end goes into the bolt housing. Just like this. So now in order to put the bolt assembly together, we first have to slide the dust cover all the way forward as far as it goes and hold it with our index finger. And then at the same time we will try to engage the bolt housing, the bolt carrier, and the dust cover all at the same time. And the little tang needs to go inside and underneath the bolt carrier, and the bolt needs to go inside the bolt housing, just like this. We put it all back together, secure it, and there it is, the bolt assembly. Now let's put it back into the rifle. The bolt assembly drops in fairly easy. That's kind of a sweet spot where it fits very well, and then all you need to do is push the little button in the back, push it forward, drop the whole assembly down, hold on to the charging handle, release the latch, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and I promise I will make a few more videos. Thanks.